Hi, I'm Lara Srikowski, makeup artist for Lancome. Today I'm going to show you how to apply your foundation to create a flawless finish. Today I've started with applying Advanced Genifique, followed through with the correct skincare routine. Your makeup looks as good as the skin underneath, so it's very important to make sure the skin is looking as good as possible. I'm now applying the primer, and I'm applying it mainly to the T-zone areas. This is going to help give us a nice flawless canvas with its velvety texture. So when I'm applying the foundation, I put a little bit of the foundation and a little bit of the Genifique. I mix these two together and I apply it from the centre of the face out. The reason I'm mixing a little bit of the Advanced Genifique in with the foundation, just to give it a little bit more luminosity and make the texture appear more like a second skin. If you want more coverage, you can use the foundation on its own, and for even fuller coverage, using the same foundation and the brush, but in a patting motion. This is great for areas where you might have a little bit of imperfections or uneven skin tone, and you just want a little bit more coverage to that area. It's also always better to start with less and then add more. So just along the nose here where there's a little bit of redness, I'm just going to use the foundation and a dabbing motion just to build up the coverage. It's very important to always make sure that the foundation blends perfectly into the skin tone. So the most important step to foundation as well is making sure that you have the correct colour. So you can always go and visit your nearest Lancome counter to have your foundation match so you can get the perfect colour for your complexion. Because when you're applying your foundation, you want it to just blend into the natural skin tone. So therefore it doesn't look like the makeup's been placed, and it just looks very fresh and very even. I'm now just going to follow through and apply a little bit of the Effersense concealer. This is a long wearing concealer and I've picked a warmer shade to counteract any darkness around the eyes. The great thing about using a long wearing concealer, it's a very versatile product and you can use it over the eye as a base for your eyeshadow first, and also on the lips to make your lipstick appear more long wearing. So it's important to always get into the little inner corner part of the eye as well, because that's where we tend to hold a little bit of extra darkness. So at home when you're applying concealer, you can either use a small brush to apply the product, or you can use your finger, and I recommend using your ring finger and just using little rolling motions to melt the concealer into the skin. So I always do 3 dots, just following any darkness and then blending right up to the lash line, because we all tend to hold a little bit of pink just around the lashes. And with concealer, it's important to pick shades that are a little bit more peachy undertone, because this will help to brighten the eye contour and make it appear more youthful looking. Just close to me. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of pressed powder just into the T-zone of the face. I get a little bit of the powder but then sweep a little bit off so I don't have too much product. And I just compress it into the skin rather than having it swept over the face. And I'm avoiding putting any on the cheeks, just mainly in the T-zone where we want to hold the makeup on and mattify any unwanted shine. So my 3 top tips to get the perfect complexion would be to make sure you prepare the skin first with a primer and the correct skincare. Less is more when it comes to foundation, and concealer is your best friend. It's such a multi-purpose product.